Hello and welcome to this overview of our K-6 online program for Iron County students. This will be just a quick overview of what's expected and what you'll need to access in terms of providing your students this opportunity in our K-6 online program, which is a unique program because it offers a combination of synchronous instruction with our K-6 educators, small group instruction, whole class instruction that is done synchronously, but fairly limited and very targeted, in addition to providing a personalized pathway for each student to excel in their math and reading and other subject areas. So one first thing we would love to do is connect with you and be able to communicate with you as parents. And so we use the Remind parent communication app, which allows us to connect with you and allows you to stay on top of updates that are coming to your students' class and to our program as a whole when we provide events and other things. So we would like you to do two things. One is to text two codes to this number, and the number is 81010. That's the phone number you'll text. And you'll text these two codes. One is at K6 Online, and the other will be based on the program that you see on the right of the screen. So based on your grade level, you'll type in that code at whatever the code is for your grade level. So you can connect with your teacher as well as our whole program. And this is a space where we'll send out reminders, upcoming events, and the like, and that you can connect with your teachers and the program as a whole. So that's the first piece we'd like you all to do. Next is when you do get your Chromebook, how do you log into it? So right now, there is the option that will pop up for you to enter your student's email, which is a 600 number, 600 and a bunch of other numbers typically. At ironschools.org is their email address. And this is an example of what the password may look like, usually a combination of letters and numbers. This is, of course, an exemplar and not actually anyone's username and password. But that's what you'll type in to sign into your Chromebook. Eventually, we'll also have your Clever badges available to work there as well, that you can use a badge to log in, which is kind of handy, especially for our young ones. Once you're logged into Google, and that can provide you access to many other things, including Clever, which we'll get to here in a minute. One of the first things you want to do when you get your Chromebook is to download the Zoom app for your Chromebook. So you'll use Zoom to meet with your teacher and your outreach coach in our program. You'll search just in Google, search for Zoom app for Chromebook, and in the one of the results, it should be the Chrome Web Store, where you can add this app to your Chromebook. And this will be an app that you'll use again to help have your students have a better experience with Zoom with their teacher and their outreach coach. Next piece we would provide for you is, how do I log into Canvas? Canvas is kind of your home base for information from your teacher, as well as access to many different curricular content pieces that you will want to access. So this is kind of a home page for your teacher to also provide links and schedules and other things for your students. So to access that, you'll type in this URL, irondistrict.instructure.com, and inside of that, you will type in your 600 number without the email address portion, the at ironschools.org. You don't need to include that, just the 600 number and the password that's been given to you. And again, these are examples, not actual passwords. But you'll want to do that so that you can access your Canvas page. When you do, you'll see on the dashboard, once you log in, you'll see your courses listed. You just simply click on the course and you'll access that teacher's Canvas course and homepage. The next piece for you all is you'll want to be able to access programs like Iready and Lexia, which are mainstays for many of our K-6 programs, in particular Iready for all of them. And so in order to do that, instead of remembering a different password or something else, we've made it fairly simple for you. You'll just simply go to clever.com, and inside clever.com, you'll choose to, when you choose to log in as a student, you can just simply click log in with Google. And since you're on your Chromebook already and have already logged in with Google, you'll only be asked to select your name, and that'll be it. And you'll be logged in. Once you do that, you'll have access to see the entire piece of your all of the apps that have been rostered, including Iready and Lexia. In this case, I'll just give you a quick example of what that will look like. All right, this is what it looks like when you pop into Clever. You'll be able to log in and see all the apps that have been rostered there for you, including Lexia, which you'll access through clicking the Lexia Core 5 option, and Iready. When you click on that, you're simply able to log directly in, and you can begin your work in that program without any further ado or any further login information. So that's very helpful for our students, so that they can just simply log into one place and have all that information for them. Now, as they begin in our program, they're asked to do a diagnostic so that we understand best where our students are at and can tailor our instruction to them and their needs. There's some important information you need to know about that diagnostic, and this video will explain it here.
Hello, I'm Ty with a message from the Iready team. But first, a question. Have you ever taken a vision test? Some letters are blurry, some are crystal clear, and when the test is over, the eye doctor knows exactly what you can see and how to help you see even better. Iready is like that, but it's not checking vision. It's telling us what your child already knows and what they need to work on next in math and reading. It's a very different kind of test than you and I grew up with. With Iready, no grades are given. It's fully expected that students will get 50% of the questions wrong, which is good because that's how teachers know what to work on with your child. Iready is normally given at school, but this year, there's no normal. Teachers are counting on us, the families, to get the same trusted results so your child's learning will stay on course, whether they're in school or at home or both. And the best way for you to help is not to help. Would you help your child with a vision test? Of course not. You'd stand back and provide no hints. It's about what your child knows, not what you know. And the great thing about this is that the test reveals that students may know more than we think. Now, there are a few things you can do. The most important being this: make sure your child takes Iready in a quiet space. The fewer distractions, the better. Other tips on how to help can be found at the link on your screen. Teachers need our help. In order for them to best support our kids, it'll take our best to get the very best of Iready.
Okay, hopefully that was helpful, folks. As you have further questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can, again, reach out to me, Corey Henwood, at corey.henwood@ironmail.org. That's cory.henwood@ironmail.org. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to serving you and your students.